What's going on, everybody? Mr. Mugen here today, and this is the Mugen Market Watch with our NBA Top Shot 101 series. And in today's video, just want to do a quick video where you can find value at $50, but at a minted serial count. So basically, what I'm going to be doing is focusing only on the 15,000 elite count and anything under that I find value. And what I'll do in the video is that I'll talk about two moments that I find at the 50, two moments that I find at the 40, two moments at the 30, and so forth that I really like. Without further ado, let's get it started. But I also do want to remind everybody to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button as I do make daily content on NBA Top Shot. All right, so a few things to note here. Yesterday we did just have a stress test of about 5,000 and another 25,000, and it has affected some of the prices a little bit, but nothing where it's extremely dramatic. So let's take for example, like I've only seen the market move maybe if we're talking about the LeBron 35,000 moment, it went from 200 to 220. So nothing too crazy, a slight influx. That's about it. But yeah, as far as this video here, let's start with the $50 moments. As far as the 15,000 count, we have Jason Tatum and Devin Booker here. They're both good value. I personally like Devin Booker at the moment just a little bit more right now, just because they're in better standing. Although Jason Tatum has been doing really well, and he has a really good following as well. So I mean, if you really wanted to go more into detail, you can cross-reference their 35,000 count, which I'm not going to do right now because this is just a very quick video of where I find value if you're at that $50 mark. So we have Carmelo, Sam, Ben Simmons, Trey Young, Chris Paul, Cam Johnson. Those are all our $40 possible $40 value picks. For me, if I could choose only two as of right now, I really like. I still really like Trey Young. I still really like Trey Young just because I still think he's still very undervalued as a newer player. And this one, I'm actually going to go with the 12,000 count over here as far as Cameron Johnson, just because it's his first moment. If I had to choose right now, and if I had $50 on me and it was up to these 4 or 5 moments, I would probably choose the Cam Johnson because there's plenty of Trey, Chris Paul, and Merrill. I mean, I don't know how much Sam has, but I think as far as value, and I'm just getting into it, I'm very comfortable with Cameron Johnson. I think he's a decent, very decent up and coming player. All right, let's look at that $30 mark. Let's see, we have a couple here. Okay, the 30s are going to be a little bit harder since more people are actually going. A lot of yeah, we have more moments within the 30. So what I'll do is I actually choose three instead of just two. Let's see. Let's go up here. We got Tyler, Shea, Donovan Mitchell. All right, so a couple of the guys on my Discord, and since I'm talking about Discord, in the link description below, I do have my Discord server. So if you want to go down there and we chat about Top Shot all the time. Usually, just about value moments. And I'm gonna give you an example right now. Like one of the guys was trying to grab a BAM for maybe about 30. If you can get it for 30, that's really good. We think that the Heat are very undervalued right now. As you can see, Jimmy Butler is only at 36 or something like that. So, or 30 something. He's at 30 something. Yeah, Jimmy Butler's at 36. But if I had to choose three, who would I choose? I still really like Donovan Mitchell, so he might be one that I choose because uh, he's a super athletic guard, and not just that, but he's also a good shooter, and not just that, but the Jazz are doing rather well. Shea blew up the other day. I like Shea, but I don't know. There's some fundamentals that I don't really like that he does, although he's starting to become a better player. Tyler, we have a lot of Tyler that's around. Like I said, the Heat are very undervalued at the moment. So if you're a big Tally Hero fan, definitely consider that. So definitely Donovan Mitchell. I really like Nickel Alexander Walker. We've been talking about him quite a bit in the Discord server, just because there's rumors that Lonzo Ball might get traded, and I've talked about that before. And Alexander Walker, he might be the new starting point guard. We never know, but I still think at a 12,000, and he's limited in moments. At 36, maybe you might want it to drop to like that $30. I'm not quite sure how sought after he is at the moment, but I mean something to look into. Like we said, Jimmy Butler and them are undervalued. Uh, I don't know much about Brandon Clark. He's okay, but I don't know if I buy him at that because I followed him over the years, and he's doing. I mean, he's been hurt on and off, and a lot of the spotlight is on Joss. So that's yeah. I would probably skip out on that. Let me see. RJ Barrett has been blowing up, but I don't quite believe in him quite yet. He's pretty good. If I had to choose, I wouldn't choose him. Let me see. For the 30, I mean, it's hard in that $30 range here since there's so many more. Let me see. Bam's definitely a good one. I mean, I'm supposed to only choose three, but there's so many. I like Beal a lot as a player, but I don't know if, as far as value, at 36, it might be a little bit too expensive for me at this rate. If I can get him at 30, some of these guys, if you can get them for 30, these are very good. Jamal Murray at 30, I think would be good. Bam at 30, like I was telling one of the guys on Discord was talking about trying to grab that at 30. Um, Michael Porter Jr., maybe a little bit less, but 30 is fine too. Taco Falls. I wouldn't choose Taco, but he has a following. I've seen his prices up at 50, but that was like about 2, 3 weeks ago. So I think Jalen Brown is really good. I think that's one of the guys I probably choose. I'm pretty big on Jalen Brown, just because of the way. I mean, with him, he gets better every year, or he has gotten better every year since he's come into the league. So that's really good, really good attitude or personality from your young players. So now we're getting into the $20 ones. Let me see. See at 27, I would probably take Dennis Schroeder. Um, Let me see. Sabonis is good because he's up and coming. Jordan Clarkson has been blowing up a little bit as well too, and he plays for the Jazz. Um, I really like De'Aaron Fox at 25 as I know their team's not that great, but if you're comparing De'Aaron Fox, Derek Jones Jr., um, between those two guys at that $25, $24 mark, I'll take De'Aaron Fox. Even, with Wendell Carter Jr. at that 12,000 per here, I think De'Aaron Fox is just the better overall player, and he's more of the face of an actual franchise. 22, Avery Bradley at 12,000. This might be good because this is one of his first moments. If it dips under that $20, like 15 to like 15 to 20, that's a good. Pascal Siakam, man, like I think he is a good value. Because he has so much potential. He's had decent years, but I don't know. I mean, it's sitting at 21, but if it drops below that 20, I think I would probably grab that. Draymond's always undervalued. I mean, I know I'm supposed to only pick two, but I'm just seeing more. Yeah, if you had to choose between Draymond and Kelly Oubre, I'd probably choose Draymond, even though he's not as flashy. Um, Here, Van Vliet. I like Van Vliet quite a lot. He can blow up he can explode any day. He's quite the scorer. Now we're sitting at that 19 to $10 mark. I still think Andrew Wiggins is pretty. Yeah, at this one, I really like Andrew Wiggins. We talked about D'Angelo Russell and Chris Middleton. I know I have to choose three on that, but those are my three guys. Even Mike Conley is still pretty good here. And those might be my yeah, those are my definitely my picks here as far as that go. And if you're going under $20, I mean under $10, then those are just, a toss up. Those can get cheaper down the road as more moments are minted. So if you're looking at them, it might just be a good idea to actually just keep an eye on them if they hit a certain price. Like for example, if any of these hit, $5 to $7, these are definitely good value buys at that moment, at that price. I mean, even just under $10 are good because nowadays we don't see moments go for that cheap anymore unless there's a huge influx of people coming into the market or if there's a lot of moments that are being dropped. But yeah, those are all just the moments that I think that are valuable at that $50 mark, with a serial number count of 15,000 minted. But yeah, other than that, that's my video pretty much. Leave a like if you like it. Hit the subscribe if you like it. Hit that bell notification button. I'll see you in the next one. It's Mr. Mugen, and I'm out.